Hey guys, I just want to make a quick video about settling and what that means because I feel like a lot of people get it wrong. Recently seen a video of a woman talking about how you should never settle and so on, and there were comments like, yeah, well, I've been alone for 7 years because I haven't settled for anyone, and I'm feeling super depressed and lonely, but yeah, never settle. And I just want to talk about this because I feel like a lot of people get it wrong. Like, yes, never settle for an abusive relationship, toxic relationship. Never settle for someone that doesn't love you. Yes, never settle for those kind of things. But I feel like what women perceive as settling, and men, but especially women, is fucking insane, okay? Like, I've talked to some women and I asked them, like, okay, why did you not like this guy? They go on a date, like, they go on 12,000 dates. And they're like, yeah, we didn't have chemistry. Or, yeah, he was nice, but I don't know, I just didn't feel it. Or, he gave me the ick because he did, I don't know what, he was into Star Wars or whatever. And I'm like, okay, so that's why you're single, basically. The unrealistic expectations that people have nowadays when it comes to relationships are insane. Like, they will expect crazy chemistry with fireworks, and the other person, I'll talk about women, okay? I'm trying to be inclusive and talk for both. If you're a man, please just convert it to like the masculine version, but I'll talk for women. Oh, he needs to treat me like a princess, and he needs to pay for everything, and he needs to buy me flowers every day, and he needs to be super dominant and take every decision and be masculine and da-da-da and da-da-da. And if he doesn't do all of those things and he's not perfect, I'm settling. And I'm like, honey, you will be alone for the rest of your life. I'm not saying those kind of men don't exist. Maybe they do. Haven't met any. Personally, haven't met any. But maybe they do. What makes you think he'll choose you? Are you the perfect woman? Like, you know? And yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I think people need to work on their expectations. And now I'm not trying to, like, I don't know, make you decrease your standards or whatever, or like punch your self-esteem in any way. But I do think women need to work on their unrealistic expectations. Otherwise, they will be lonely for the rest of their lives. Also, so many relationships, will not be like very intense in the beginning stages. They won't be, 100% sure about each other. Man, I've heard so many situations where, maybe the girl wasn't really sure about the guy on the first 3 dates. Like my best friend is like this, and then he grew on her, and then she fell in love with him, and so on. And I know so many examples of this. So just give that nice guy, that kind guy, a chance. Set your priorities right, Things that matter are things like kindness, reliability, a man of his word, Like, he doesn't need to be the most handsome, the most masculine man, or whatever that means, right? Like, someone that takes the lead all the time and makes all the decisions. If he does that, great. But if he doesn't, honestly, it's not the most important thing, and it doesn't really determine the happiness of your relationship. Things like integrity, the love between you two, these are the important things. And love and intimacy grows with time. So remember that if you go on one date with a guy, give him, and he's alright, he's nice, even if you don't feel much for him, give him a second chance. After 3 or 4 days, you can actually say, okay, I like him or not. But before that, please give him a chance, okay? Yeah, I hope this video helped. I think it's super important for women to understand, because otherwise they'll be very unhappy in their relationships. And yeah, remember, settling doesn't mean settling for less than perfect. It means don't settle for toxic relationships or someone that doesn't love or respect you. Of course, never settle for that, but do settle for someone that isn't perfect, because you aren't perfect, honey. Like, let's be real, you're not perfect. There are many reasons someone doesn't want to be with you as well. And I don't know you personally, but I know that's true. Also, I want to add one more thing. You will meet a lot of couples that will say, oh my god, he's the perfect guy, she's the perfect girl, we fell in love from the beginning, it was crazy, blah 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 blah. Not saying that can't happen. I've met very rare exceptions, but it can. However, keep in mind, and this is research in psychology that says that, not me, research says that couples, especially that are in love and they've been for a longer time together and they're really in love, they will romanticize the beginning stages of the relationships. They will see it as better than it actually was. So they'll say, yeah, instant chemistry. However, the truth is probably that there wasn't like such a big chemistry. But as we know, memory is reconstructive, and people, like, false memories appear all the time. Not only false memories, but you don't remember things exactly as they are. So keep that in mind when someone tells you, no girl, never settle, my boyfriend is perfect. When you love someone, they will seem perfect even though they're not. And I have friends that are telling me, oh my god, my boyfriend is perfect, and I look at their boyfriends like, oh, I would have never been with this guy, but good for you, girl. I'm really happy for my friend, but he's not, he wouldn't have been for me. So, keep in mind what perfect is for someone else, it might not be for you. And yeah, basically, the people that are saying their relationships are perfect, I don't necessarily want to say they're lying, but they're not really seeing things as they are. Because they might be in love, which is great, and you might be the same, but the reality is that they're not perfect. Okay, love.